Actually, I am as well.
Never mind then. Okay. Welcome to Bookworm Comedy Night. How y'all doing? Now that you know you're here at the Bookworm Bakery and Cafe, how y'all doing? I'll start off by giving it up to the Bookworm for putting this stuff together, putting together the Poetry Slam, doing the Comedy Open Mic. Can we give some applause to Rhiannon for doing all this? Also, thank you to all of you who either purchased a coffee drink or a soda or a cookie or something, because, you know, this is local business. This is what keeps the community going. Okay, I mean, these are the job creators. You know, in an election year, you always hear all this bullshit about, oh, job creators, you know, these are the real job creators, okay? If you keep spending your money here, this is money that gets put back into the community. Okay, you go to McDonald's for your lattes or whatever, a lot of times that shit ends up like in Swiss bank accounts, okay? So definitely, please support local business. If you like stuff like this, please, whenever you have like a craving for cookies, coffee, whatever sweets, make sure you come on out. So I guess I'll begin the comedy portion by talking about people who are leaving. So
Guilty as charged. Sorry.
I thought you said he had roommates who like came out specifically.
They
Oh, cool! Thank you guys. You guys rock.
They're better than me. You're lucky.
You guys rock. Give it up for these guys. Like coming out, they came specifically for the comedy. I know you guys did too. You were out at Jack's, weren't you? Yeah, that was like, man, I couldn't believe it when our headliner kept on referring to the owner as Sinbad. That was embarrassing, because the gentleman who owned it was South Asian. So of course, Sandeep, which is 2 syllables that are very common in the English language, is just too difficult for him to pronounce. So he kept calling this South Asian gentleman Sinbad, which is so rude. And now they got a new manager though, Aladdin. Aladdin. I know I'm an asshole for that one. No, but Sandeep's cool. Hey, there you go, another job creator there, Sandeep. Created some jobs for Scott Galvin, who's supposed to be hosting tonight. No, he'll be here soon. So, shit, let's see. What should we start off with? I referenced my wife in some of my poetry. You know, gentlemen, I don't know, any dudes here with a date besides you, Miguel? That's okay. Yo, we don't judge. That's cool. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. That's cool. Kicking it Milwaukee style. Now check that out. That's how good a show we got for you tonight. We got cats coming in all the way from Milwaukee. Then we got cats from DeKalb. You know, no one's getting paid tonight. We're all just doing it for the love of it, for the love of you guys, the audience. We also got our sound guy extraordinaire, Paul Madison, in the audience. So give it up for him, because he's pretty much does the sound for like 90% of the comedy shows in Rockford. 90% of the comedy shows that matter, that is, you know, that hire locally. But yeah, as I was saying, I like to be romantic with my wife. Yeah, when we go out to dinner, I like to pretend like we're Lady and the Tramp. So I sniff her butt. You gotta keep it special. You gotta keep it romantic. You know, someday we'll probably have kids. If we have a son, I want to name him Stop. That way, it'll be impossible for him to ever be a rapist. You know, and worse, chicks will be calling out his name.
Oh, God.
No, that'll be our second child. Will be Oh God. Not to be, and the third one will be called You God, so he can join the Wu-Tang Clan. Alright, you know what? That reminds me, and I don't think I see any gentlemen who fit this description tonight, but I do like the way the times are changing. I do. Because used to be, back in the day, you saw a young white dude with a shaved head, you might think he was down with the Ku Klux Klan. Nowadays, you see a young white dude with a shaved head, more likely he's down with the Wu-Tang Clan. Alright, we got one hip-hop fan in the crowd. All right. Come on, man, we heard your poem, and you didn't throw up the W. Where are those wings? Where are, all right. Get up for yourselves if you've heard of Wu-Tang Clan. It's Rockford. I'm keeping my expectations low. Keep my expectations low. But hey, as long as we're on the subject of hip hop, Miguel, who's your favorite rapper?
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, all right. AKA Old Dirty Bastard. And I do mean old and dirty. And I'm pretty sure her dad's disowned her by now. That's not bad. Like, Britney's dad's disowned her, while Lindsay Lohan's dad's still trying to be in her life. What does that mean when your dad ranks you below Lindsay Lohan? That's when you're just like, fuck beyond belief. It's like your dad ranks you below a syphilis sore right on the tip of your dick that burns every time you have too much apple juice. I don't know. Yeah. But, oh, Ben, who's your favorite rapper?
Lupe Fiasco.
Lupe Fiasco. All right. The guy who keeps hating on Obama, right?
Yep, with a skateboard.
Yeah, with the skateboard. Did he do that kick push thing, or?
Yeah.
He did, yeah. Yeah, because he's such an avid skateboarder, yeah. Yeah, I think Lupe Fiasco, I'll give him credit for this. I think his skateboarding knowledge does outrank his political knowledge, but that's just fine. That's just fine. That was just for the hip-hop heads in the house, all right? I love you. I was looking at this thing they had in XXL magazine of the greatest MCs of all time, and they ranked Nas like near the top, which really blew my mind. Because he's got some cool songs. He's got some catchy songs, like "If I Rule the World." I mean, when I first heard that, I felt very inspired. But then I listened to the lyrics really carefully, and there's this line in there where he says, "If I ruled the world, I'd open the doors to Attica. Send them back to Africa." That's what the Ku Klux Klan's been saying for years, all right? It's not poetic when they say it, when no. I think he's kind of pushing it there. All right, I apologize to all the Klan fans. No offense intended. Just make sure that when you're lighting your cross, you use locally produced gasoline. Make sure you do that shellacking right here. How's that for shellacking on your cross, huh? Now, so let's see. Talking about relationships, talking about having kids. I'm glad that I know who my daughter is. If you have a daughter, very beautiful little girl. I don't know, it's not so much for little girls, more for a young lady. It just seems like she's growing up so fast. It's like she's too young. We're both too young to have as much cleavage as we have. Is what I'm saying. It's just for real. But I'm glad I know who my daughter is. She knows who her dad is. Because if not, you know what show she'd have to go on. What show do you go on when you don't know who the daddy is? Absolutely, Maury Povich. It's gotten so predictable, though. It's gotten so predictable. That's why I think they need to change it up a little. I want to see celebrity guests on Maury. I want celebrities like Lucky the Leprechaun. Lucky, in the case of 1.5-year-old Lucky Jr., you are not the baby daddy. Ah! I told you, you whore! I told you that wee bastard wasn't mine! She was after me Lucky Charms. Yeah, so my buddy Ben and I, we were having a discussion. We had a deep discussion about poetry, about family, about hip hop, about big booty bitches. I'll tell you what, a big booty is a beautiful thing. I like the type of booty that when the panties pop off, it's like Beach Boys start playing. You're like, ha! Wipe out! You just slap that ass and ride the wave in. And fortunately, I married a big booty queen myself. My beautiful wife, Willie Mae. I call her Boo. Not because she's black, but because she's goth. Boo! And she does have a lot of junk in her trunk. Wait, gotta be politically correct. A lot of junk in her coffin. And I tell you, that this marriage, this love we have, it's got me believing in stuff I never believed in before. Like the butterfly effect. You know, this theory that if a butterfly flaps its wings somewhere like somewhere in Brazil, it can cause a windstorm all the way in Texas. And I tell you what, several years back, actually around when we first met, she showed me that she could make her butt cheeks clap. The next day, I turned on the news. Hurricane Katrina happened. Marital bliss for some, low point of a presidency for others. I don't know. Well, y'all ready for your first comic?
Yeah.
I know I promised someone else. No, I didn't promise someone else the first person spot. I was going to stick together with it for being like a minute late, but not. Oh, no. Yeah, I'd have to get you and your buddy's name, and you guys tonight. Let's see. Yeah, tonight I'm going to give everyone about. I'll make this announcement now because I'm professional like that. Everyone's going to have about 8 minutes. Don't feel like you have to use up those 8 minutes. If I recalculate the time and realize we have a little more time, then I might give you a little more time, and the people who show up late are fucked. So, Scott, did you want to go first? Because I know you were in a hurry. Okay, that's your spot of preference, I'm guessing? Okay, cool. All right, this next gentleman coming to the stage, he produces his own shows. He produces a show out at Jack's, and he's also got another show going at the Town Hall Pub, and he brings a great mix of both local and touring comics. Also a very funny guy himself. He's been tearing up the scene. He's a regular at the Laughing Chameleon. He's been out at the 1901 Gallery, and here he's coming to the stage right now. Please put your hands together for my good friend Scott Gallon.